Hello guys, and welcome back to another informative video on Lucario and Smash Ultimate. Today I'm going to be talking about Lucarios special moves and how they work. A lot of people seem kind of confused on how they work, so hopefully this video clears everything up for you guys. So the first move I'm going to get into detail with is Lucario's down B. Well, his down special, or the proper name for it, is called Double Team. This move is a counter, so all you have to do to activate it is have somebody attack you. Seems pretty simple. Okay, so we know this Mario is about to attack me, right? Right before he attacks me, I'm going to press down special, and if it hits, it'll pretty much just activate my counter. And it's been pretty much the same throughout all the Smash game, but in this one it's just a tiny bit different now. So see, when you activate his counter, you may notice he kind of teleports to his opponents now. And this is new because in previous Smash games he would kind of just like fly right towards them. But now we have this like new teleport mechanic. So in Smash 4 you're able to change the direction of his counter, and in Ultimate they've kept that in. So you can actually change the direction of how you hit your opponent. So for example, if you counter and you hold to the left, Lucario will teleport and appear to the right side of him and hit him from the right side to the left. Or if you counter and you hold to the right side, you will appear on the right side of him and then hit him from the right to the left. It's a little confusing, but here's hopefully a frame by frame of what I'm trying to say and what I'm trying to mean. Basically, just to like put it short, if you hold left or if you hold right, it'll change the direction that you appear and the direction that you hit the other person in. The distance on this teleport is about 4.5 squares, so for example, if the counter is triggered by a projectile outside of this distance, Lucario will just go flying towards the enemy or whichever direction that you input it in. The next move in Lucario's toolkit is going to be Side Special. This is also known as Force Palm Flame and Force Palm Grab. This move is pretty simple, so if you hit somebody from a distance, it is called Force Palm Flame, and this move is technically considered a projectile even though it does not look like one. This move can be reflected, so please be aware of that. The flame part of this move, although again it is considered a projectile, it doesn't travel very far. It pretty much just stays in this one area, and a lot of moves have different effects with this, so here are a couple for example. King Dedede's Inhale will typically suck up and spit back projectiles, however, he cannot suck up Force Palm Flame. Instead, he'll just get hit by it, and the same thing applies to Kirby and Wario. So with Rosalina, her magnet pull cannot catch or pull in the flame either. She will also just get hit by it, and it can still be put in the bucket by Mr. Game & Watch. Villager in Isabel's pocket actually has a weird effect with the Force Palm Flame. So when you Force Palm Flame them, they cannot pocket it, but they also don't get damaged by it. They get something called invulnerability frames. The second part of his side B is called Force Palm Grab, which to activate the Force Palm Grab, you kind of need to be into grab distance. Yeah, it sounds pretty self-explanatory, but some people still don't really understand how or why they get the grab sometimes versus sometimes they don't. But yeah, pretty much all you need to do is press side B while you're right next to somebody and it'll grab them. This can also kill people at around 100%. This is also called a command grab because it's not a typical grab. This command grab comes out on frame 9, which is 2 frames slower than our standard grab. So you would think to yourself, well, why would I do a Force Palm Grab when I can just grab them and it's a lot faster? Well, there's a couple catches to this. So first off, a lot of Lucario's throws do not kill. However, Force Palm Grab can kill. And however, this move can be started in the air and it transitions seamlessly into the ground. So, for example, if Lucario starts a Force Palm in the air and lands before frame 9, the grab is still possible to get, hence making it faster than a frame 9. This allows for some more drag down combos into Force Palm Grab, or you can catch the opponent off guard since they're in the shield expecting some sort of landing move or something. So if your opponent is just sitting there on the ground waiting in shield and they think that you're going to hit them with some attack and they're just ready to like shield grab you right afterwards, instead of that you can just play a mind game on them and do a Force Palm Grab instead. The next move is neutral B. So this is just pressing the B button with no analog input or no direction inputted. So our neutral B is technically called an Aura Sphere. This is not a Shadow Ball, it is Aura Sphere. Yes, I understand that they do look somewhat similar, but so many commentators and other players will like get that confused. So please guys, just call it an Aura Sphere or Neutral B. Like, stop calling it Shadow Ball. It actually kind of annoys other Lucario players. Like, I can't explain to you guys how many people call this move Shadow Ball. It kind of triggers me to a point. But anyways, with that being said, let's continue on with it. So this move is pretty simple as well. You press the B button and it starts to charge. You do not have to hold down the B button for this. All you gotta do is just press it once and it'll start to charge. You can press it again to let it go and shoot the charged Aura Sphere at any time you want. So for example, if you want to shoot out a small Aura Sphere, all you have to do is tap the B button twice. Or if you want to shoot out a bigger, more powerful Aura Sphere, all you have to do is press the B button, wait for it to finish charging, and then go ahead and press it again to shoot. A pretty good indication on when you have a fully charged Aura Sphere is when Lucario's eyes will light up for a second when the character model on his player icon. There's just simply so much more advanced tech with this move, but that's pretty much just the basics of it. I think I'm going to go into this move in a lot more bigger, in-depth video later, because honestly there's just so much like advanced technical movement and pressuring options and things that you can do with this move that it honestly just deserves an entirely like its own video. So I'm gonna start working on that as soon as this video probably goes up. So if you guys do want to see that video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'll have like a video down below in the description or in the comments linking back to the new video whenever it's finished posting. And lastly, we have Lucario's Up B, which is also referred to as his recovery or extreme speed. And it's called extreme speed for a good reason. And that's because it moves pretty fast. When you press up B on Lucario, he'll shoot up right up into the sky. But you can also change this. So extreme speed has multiple different angles you can choose from. So how this works is you would press up B, and then during that animation when Lucario gets into this position, you press any other direction on the analog stick, and then you'll fly into whatever direction that you pushed. At the end of this move there is a huge hitbox, but it's only at the end of the animation. So if you notice, you up B right through somebody. However, if you space it correctly, you can up B into somebody and hit them. So here's a perfect example of that. This move's damage, speed, and height all increase as your damage and aura increases. A lot of people will notice at higher percents it is a lot harder to control this move, and that's simply because it's just a lot faster. And some of those more tricky angles will become a lot more difficult to hit. The only real advice that I can give for this is to just go into training mode and practice with these different angles, different speeds, and different percents. This move has about 4 different end parts to it as well. Each time you land on the stage with this move, you'll encounter 4 different states of landing lag. So there's the normal landing lag, the turnaround lag, the falling lag, and what we like to call the bonk. Normal lag is when you normally up B into any direction. Turnaround lag is when you up B into a direction and then tap the opposite direction to turn around. Falling lag is when you up B into a direction in the air and then you turn into the free fall. And lastly, we have the bonk, which is when you simply just up B into the stage. In the last Smash game, the angles were very precise for recovering onto the stage and hitting the ledge. So if you were recovered into the stage in the wrong way, you would get a bonk and just die. However, in this game, they increased the distance of the bonk, so now when you bonk your head on the stage, you drift up a little bit and potentially grab the ledge. So seriously guys, I cannot stress this enough. Practice these different methods of recovering, because this is the most important tool on getting back onto the stage. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me going over Lucario's special moves and how they work. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like and share it around with some of your other friends who might plan on maining Lucario in this game. Also, don't forget to hit subscribe to see more Lucario videos. Leave a comment down below and tell me what you want me to go over next with Lucario. And with all of that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful day today.